Yo, what's up? It's Griff, the non-toxic grunt, and I am still banned by the man. You know what I'm saying? So, can't go live on Instagram, so I'm just recording this for you because as I want to keep my promise, I read poetry and bring you good poetry. Lots going on, lots happened this week, lots to talk about, but before we get into any of that, I want to read you some good poetry. This is from Harry Baker, the Sunshine Kid, and I highly recommend it. Go check it out. Harry is a celebrated poet on YouTube from the UK. Go check him out. Harry Baker, the Sunshine Kid. I'm going to read to you Paper People, which is a great poem. And just to let y'all know, I'm overcoming a cold, like a flu. I still have a little bit of a cough, you know. And I did have an amazing day date with my beautiful boss babe of a wife. We went to Top Gun. We went and seen Top Gun. I'll give you a recommendation after I read poetry to you. But yeah, if I cough a little bit, I'm sorry. I've been drinking wine and beer all night too. But, you know, like a good poets are supposed to do. This is Paper People by Harry Baker. So, here we go. I like people. I'd like some paper people. They'd be purple paper people. Maybe pop-up purple paper people. Proper pop-up purple paper people. How do you prop up proper pop-up purple paper people? I'd probably prop up pop-up purple paper people with proper pop-up purple paper people paperclip. But I'd prepare appropriate adhesives as alternatives. A cheeky pack of blue tack just in case the paper slipped. I could build up a pop-up metropolis, but I would want to deal with all the paper people politics. Paper politicians with their paper-thin policies, broken promises, without appropriate apologies. There'd be little paper me and little paper you, and we'd watch paper TV, and it would be all pay-per-view. We'd see the poppy paper rappers rap about their paper package or watch paper people carriers get stuck in paper traffic. On A4, there'd be a paper Princess Kate, but we'd all stare at paper Pipa and we'd live in fear of the killer Jack of Paper Ripper because the paper propaganda propagates the people's prejudices, papers printing pictures of the photographic terrorists. It's a little paper me and a little paper you. And in a pop-up population, people's problems pop up too. There'd be a pompous paper parliament who remained out of touch and who ignored the people's protest about all the paper cuts. Then a peaceful paper protest would get blown to paper pieces by the confetti cannons manned by preemptive police. Yes, there'd still be paper money, so there'd still be paper greed and paper piggy bankers pocketing more than they need, purchasing the potpourri to pepper their paper properties, while all others live in poverty and ain't acknowledged properly. A proper poor economy, where so many are proper poor, yet while their need gets ignored, the money goes to big wars. Origami armies unfold plans of paper planes, while we remain in prison by our own paper chains. But the greater shame is that we always seem to stay in the same. What changes is who's in power, choosing how to lay the blame. They're naming names, forgetting these are names of people, because in the end, it all comes down to people. I like people because even when a situation's dire, it is only ever people who are able to inspire. And on paper, it's hard to see how we all cope, but in the bottom of Pandora's box, there is still hope. And still I hope, because I believe in people. People like my grandparents who, every single day since I was born, have taken time out of their morning to pray for me. That's 8,296 days straight of someone checking I'm okay. And that's amazing. People like my aunt who puts on plays with prisoners, people who are capable of genuine forgiveness, people like the persecuted Palestinians, people who go on their way to make your life better and expect nothing in return. People have potential to be powerful. Just because people in power tend to pretend to be victims, we don't all need to succumb to the system. A paper population is no different. There's little paper me and little paper you, and we could watch paper TV and it would all be pay-per-view. And in pop-up population, there's people's problems pop up too. But even in the whole world fell apart, then we'd still make it through because we're people. Good poem. I love that poem, actually. And that's Paper People, and that's Harry Baker. Go check him out. The Sunshine Kid. Amazing poetry. He also has a TED Talk. So he's, go look up his TED Talk. He's very well celebrated. Harry Baker, Sunshine Kid. Go cop that book. I'm loving reading it already. Paper People is an amazing poem. That's fun to say when you've had an amazing Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I'm living my best life. Okay, maybe that was like a smidge lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't even go live on Instagram and talk with my friends. It's sad, dude. It's sad. Cry for me. It's so hard. Just kidding. Updates. Griff is overcoming not a sinus infection, but a cold. I don't know. Maybe I had monkeypox or some shit. Anyways, I'm still just a little stuffed up. Just a little bit. I'll get over that and be back on my grind. Good news about my left knee. It doesn't need surgery as of yet. If we break it again, the answer is scope it. Like, that's just, and so I'm actually comfortable with that. I like that. That's where I like my body to be, to where I can push it to a limit. And if I feel like that's my limit, then that's like where my limit is. I'm going to get back to jiu-jitsu in just one moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting this clean up. I'm letting my lungs kind of rehabilitate. But I am writing a ton as I'm locked down on the Instagram. And I got something for everyone. I'm going to publish my second book. It's going to be poetry. I guess this is my announcement, y'all. While I'm in lockdown on live, I'm announcing I am going to publish my second book in January of 2023. So there's my goal. You all know my goal. If I don't reach my goal, hold me to it. Maybe I'll read some of that poetry I've been working on for January to y'all here. Because if you watch this last 8 minutes, first of all, you got to hear some amazing poetry written by Harry Baker. But I'm also going to read you some of this stuff, but there's a lot of shit going on. Honestly, if this makes you angry, I hope it does. You know what I'm saying? And because it's going to get worse, and shit's going to get a lot worse. I'm grateful for where I'm at, and if you know where that's at, then you know where that's at. I'm grateful for my family, all this stuff. Memorial Day can be kind of a rough day for me. It is the first Memorial Day I'm dealing without my father, who passed away April 2nd. I actually got his headstone delivered to my house yesterday morning, and it felt good. You know what I'm saying? It felt good. Or it was actually this morning. See, I've been drinking wine and beer, y'all. Let's read some more poetry to you. I know that there's a lot of hurting people out there, and Memorial Day can be a time of conflict for a lot of people in my demographic. And that's all I'm going to say. If you don't know, I did publish a book. It's called Burned in Babylon, Broken Bitter, But Not Ever Giving Up. The Manifesto of Robin Ralph Griffiths, the Toxic Grunt. That's me. Right there. Right there. That's me, y'all. And I'm going to read some poetry to y'all because a lot of people like to talk a lot of shit right now about caring about other people, especially children. And I just think before you judge a book by its cover, maybe take a minute to understand where that person's coming from. And so this is the Hospital Gorilla Guy's Glory, a poem I've published. Again, Griff the Non-Toxic Grunt. In Al-Qut, the mission was to deliver hospital supplies. We were in high-back Humvees. Plenty of firepower to escort 7 tons. This gorilla guy delivered so many hospital things. A crowd of kids and women began to come see. One brave boy approached me. Mister, as he said as he touched my armored flak. Is this you? He inquired of me. I didn't want to be misunderstood. We're all human too. I rip open my flak, exposing my sweat-covered chest. This is me. I began to beat my chest like King Kong, screaming like Tarzan. The brave boy started to mimic me. It was the end of a long day. Hospital supplies delivered. Mission accomplished. But now I had a fan club of Iraqi Tarzan children, a large group following our exit, pounding their chests, screaming and smiling as they mimicked me. They'll grow up to become our enemy, my lieutenant told me. We're all human. That is my glory. And that's the hospital gorilla guy's glory. If you didn't get it, it's about when I was in Al-Qut in 2003 with Task Force Tarawa and delivering hospital supplies to Iraqi hospital in Al-Qut, Iraq. And a group of children were at our Humvee, and I rip open my flak and I started to beat my chest like King Kong. And they all mimicked me. And it's something in my mind that I take pride in. And pride can be a difficult thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't be proud as I am. I've been reading this book right here by C.S. Lewis, and it's been hitting me like a ton of bricks. Go follow my YouTube, Griff Burns Books. I'm going to review this on Griff Burns Books. It's coming very soon, but I've been doing lots of work on it, and it's been doing a lot of work on me. I ain't going to lie. C.S. Lewis has hit me like a ton of bricks, especially when it comes to that pride thing. And I take probably too much pride in my service. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Marine, grunt, infantry. I'm proud of me. I'm so sorry. But this is another part of that story that's told in my book, Broken Bitter But Not Ever Giving Up, the Manifesto of Robin Ralph Griffith's Toxic Grunt. You know what I'm saying? And this is persona non grata. And this is when I was out of the Marine Corps after I got wounded and honorably discharged and medically retired. And I was in college. And this is what happened. So this is persona non grata. That's why you don't get it. You're brainwashed and ignorant. The Marines made you incapable. The hero's journey is beyond you. The culture and society has canceled you. Listen, here's your C. Don't debate me. You were made for baby killing. Here you go, Marine. I sat there and took it, contemplating appealing it. My work is better than a C-. I just accepted it. Kinda believed it. I am what she thinks. What do they think of me? I care too much about opinions of sheep. What other people think of me? I didn't kill many babies. I wasn't brainwashed. I enjoyed being an infantry Marine. That's why this English professor hated me. Her hate will never define me. I'm the hospital gorilla guy. Fuck this commie. And so that's some broken, bitter, but not ever giving up poetry from your favorite non-toxic grunt, Griff. That's me, y'all. Griff Burns Books on YouTube. Go check it out. Mere Christianity is coming up. I'm also going to do a review of this right here. John MacArthur, Matthew. I just did finish this one. I took a long time doing this book. And it's a workbook, but I'm also going to review C.S. Lewis, Mere Christianity. I'm going to read some more poetry on my YouTube channel. And then after I do this review of C.S. Lewis, this is what I'm going to jump into. Right here, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. We'll see how this book is. I'm told it's good. But I'm going to review that on my YouTube channel too. If you don't know, go check my book, Burned in Babylon. It's available on Amazon. Thank you so much for the support. It's Memorial Day weekend. I hope everyone has a good time, but also takes the time to celebrate the reason why we have a Memorial Day weekend in the first place. If you don't know, it's to celebrate the fallen. And there'll be a lot of people on my mind. My father, my grandfather. We just lost Sergeant Stormin Norman this year as well. A Marine I served with in Iraq twice. And one I'll miss, even though I didn't talk to him enough. And reach out and do a buddy check. You know what I'm saying? And that's my 15 minutes are up. My 15 minutes are up. 5 seconds left. 15 minutes are up. Love y'all. Be good.